Hey, y'all, and welcome to the Quiet as Kept podcast. I am your host, Shawnti Refuge, aka Journal Bay. I am a newly award winning Master Certified Mental Health Coach. Yes, honey, I am an author of the best selling book, Quiet as Kept, and I am a journaling advocate. This podcast is where we unpack the conversations we've been told to keep quiet, especially in the Black community. Each episode dives into topics like trauma, self love, healing, and mental wellness with honesty and heart. Grab your journal and get ready because what we keep quiet is often what we need to release. Let's get into it. Now, can we talk about how we were taught that joy is supposed to be a reward? Growing up, joy felt like something we had to earn. Got good grades? Okay, you can be happy. You work 60 hours this week? Cool. You deserve a moment of peace. Somebody finally treated you right? Yes, honey, now you can smile. But what about those in between moments? Why is joy only allowed when it's attached to struggle, success, or special occasions? Let me tell you something, honey. Joy is not a trophy, it is your birthright. You are allowed to laugh on a random Tuesday. You are allowed to dance in the kitchen just because your song came on. You are allowed to feel good for no damn reason at all other than the fact that you are still alive. Amen. I remember one morning, and it wasn't too long ago, I was outside walking, grounding, barefoot in my backyard. No big milestone, no vacation, nothing Instagram worthy. It was just me and the birds and the sun and the heat and the clouds and my face. And I also had my journal with me. And y'all, I smiled so hard that I found myself crying, because for once I didn't feel like I had to do anything to earn that moment. And I didn't owe it to anybody. And I didn't have to justify it. It was mine. And that's when I realized I had been waiting for permission to feel good. And the only person who could give me that permission was me. So now I'm telling you, give yourself permission to feel good. You deserve it. Now, I'm going to tell you about the power of micro joy. Research in positive psychology tells us that small, consistent moments of joy, they call it micro joys, and they have a real impact on our emotional regulation and brain chemistry. According to Dr. Barbara Fredrickson, a leading researcher in the science of emotions, even brief experiences of joy and gratitude help build resilience, lower your cortisol, and broaden our ability to think clearly. Joy rewires the nervous system to expect safety and delight, not just danger and disappointment. So those tiny moments that you brush off or you take for granted, laughing at a meme and keep scrolling, or taking that deep breath of fresh air, that perfectly seasoned bite of food, honey, they matter. I remember in 2024, starting January 1, I kept a gratitude journal. Every day when I woke up in the morning, I would write down three things that I was grateful for. Didn't matter how big, how small, you know, thank God for my lashes. I'm grateful for my lashes. I'm grateful for my wigs. I'm grateful for this comfortable ass bed I got. Every day I found something to be grateful for. And I recommend that you do the same thing because that's how I found my joy. Through all the things that I was going through, I found joy by keeping a gratitude journal. And you don't have to overthink it because at one point I found myself overthinking. But just be grateful for the smallest things. This is for you. This is your journey, not anyone else's. So now here are your journaling prompts. What are three small moments from this past week that brought you unexpected joy? What were you taught verbally or silently about when you're allowed to be joyful? How can you give yourself permission to experience joy today with no milestone required? All right, now we're into our Journal Bay Q&A. Remember, keep sending in your questions. I will read them anonymously and answer them for you because your question might be the same question somebody else has and are too scared to ask. I will keep you anonymous. I'll just read your question and answer it. So here's one. Shanti, I feel guilty when I feel happy. Oh, Lord. Like I shouldn't be joyful when other people around me are struggling. How do I deal with that? Baby, the guilt is real. And it's something that a lot of us carry, especially as Black women. We're taught to care for everyone else first, and joy can feel selfish. But, baby, listen, your suffering doesn't help anyone else heal, and your joy doesn't hurt anyone else's journey. In fact, your joy gives other people permission to find theirs. Show your joy. Don't dim your light for anybody. I don't care who it is. Start small. Practice allowing yourself joy without needing to earn it. You're not ignoring the world, you're just refusing to abandon yourself. And I always tell y'all, I don't care who is in your life, who you're married to, who you're dating, who you work for, who your kids are. Choose you first. Choose you first. That is a lesson that I have had to learn. And now I'm asking you to do the same thing because you deserve it and you are worthy of choosing yourself. You are worthy of joy, absolute joy, without shame. Like, why would we be ashamed of having joy? Because, your friend is having marital problems, but you and your, spouse are great. Don't dim your shit. Live in your joy unapologetically. All right, that's a wrap on episode 34 of the Quiet Escape podcast. And if this episode reminded you that your joy doesn't need to be earned or delayed, I want you to write this somewhere. Yeah, don't put your journal up yet. And get a sticky, get your pen back, whatever you're doing. And I want you to write this. I don't need a reason to feel joy. I just need space to feel it. All right. Visit ShantiRefuge.com for journals that help you make space for joy daily, not just on special occasions. And if this hit home for you, share the episode and tag me. This let's normalize everyday joy together. Until next time, babies, protect your peace and stay grounded in your truth.